Most of Iowa could use a real good soaking right now, but 30 years ago, it seemed like the rain just wouldn't stop. All this week, KCCI is looking back at the flood of 1993 and how it's changed our state over the past 3 decades. Tonight, we begin by explaining exactly how this disaster played out. The beginnings of the flood of 1993 can actually be traced back to 1992. That summer was cooler than normal, leaving the ground wet. That was followed by a wet fall and then a very cold, snowy winter. By the spring of 1993, flooding had already begun as melting snow mixed with heavy rains. In early April of that year, Governor Branstad issued his first flooding disaster declarations for counties mostly in northern Iowa.
We also want to see if there's a possibility of getting federal help through the FEMA program. We've been able to get that in the past.
That was followed by severe summer thunderstorms with torrential rain. Chuck Myers was the senior meteorologist at the National Weather Service at the time. He says the weather was all very abnormal.
Every rain forecast that we put out, which was practically every day from April to September, there was very few times where it didn't rain in the state of Iowa during that period.
In June, the skies opened up and the rain kept coming. Former KCCI anchor Molly Cooney says it felt like the rain would never stop.
We had had rain for so long that whole summer, and we were tired of it, and it was absolutely mind-blowing. It affected everyone.
And the water in Iowa's creeks and streams kept rising. By July 1st, the metro area got its first taste of what was to come, with the Raccoon River starting to threaten the Des Moines Waterworks treatment plant. On July 8th, hundreds of homes were evacuated downriver in Ottumwa. And the next day, July 9th, central Iowa saw firsthand how serious this would be. Water deluged Hilton Coliseum in Ames. Saylorville and Red Rock reached their full reservoir capacity. July 10th, as water from the Des Moines River approached Court Avenue, business owners filled sandbags through the night, frantically trying to keep their livelihoods above water.
They told us to evacuate a couple hours ago, and we're just trying our best now to do what we can to save our business.
But July 11th, 1993 was the day everything changed in the Des Moines area. The Raccoon River finally overtook the water treatment plant, leaving 250,000 people without safe and clean water.
Never in our wildest dreams would we ever imagine that this would happen.
Sec Taylor Stadium was surrounded by both the Raccoon and Des Moines rivers. Fleur Drive was swamped, along with Valley Junction in West Des Moines.
Just hold on to that jug.
But it was the loss of drinking water that hit just about everyone, even people in neighborhoods that were high and dry. Former KCCI anchor Kevin Cooney says it was tough to comprehend.
Oh, no, wait a minute. We won't have water. We won't have water. We can't bathe. We can't drink.
Cook.
You know, you can't you can't use the toilet. And what are you going to do for water?
Showers and flushing toilets became luxuries. People lined up at water distribution sites to fill up jugs.
I got nice people around me. And we've got water.
Crazy. I've never seen anything like it before. And I've lived here for 42 years.
You're asked to evacuate.
Thousands of people were evacuated from their homes. They had to stay in Red Cross shelters. Firefighters didn't have water to save an apartment building from flames. Downtown Des Moines lost electricity. Floodwaters went over the Saylorville spillway, doubling the amount of water flowing out of the reservoir. Despite the adversity, Iowans' perseverance made it into the national spotlight.
Let me show you something here. As part of the desperate defense of Des Moines, these people under the lights and into the night keep doing the back-breaking, hand-blistering work of sandbagging, symbolic of what's going on throughout the Midwest in the fight against rising water.
3 days after the loss of water, President Bill Clinton visited Des Moines.
That's the water plant. That's the water plant.
He flew with Governor Branstad and other leaders over the disaster and made several other stops.
Has there been one particular person or one story that stuck out?
I think I was most moved by an elderly lady who told me that she had lost everything she had.
And finally, after 11 days, Des Moines Waterworks customers got some of their service back. Though the water was still unsafe to drink, drinking right from the tap would have to wait until July 30th.
Believe it or not, we've made it.
I
I'm very happy that it's finally fixed, and I understand that you can't go against the forces of nature.
As the water receded and people got back in their homes and businesses, the damage became devastatingly clear.
It is worse than we expected.
This was one disaster that would be remembered forever.
We woke up this morning and it was up to our windows, started coming into our apartment.
The thought of losing what we've built is just unbelievable. You just think God can't do that to us.
We're just hoping and keeping our fingers crossed that it don't do it again.
I remember it like it was yesterday. Once the disaster ended, the toll on our state was staggering. Nearly 23,000 homes were damaged, with as much as $7 billion in property damage. Every single county was declared a federal disaster area. It took until October 1st before every major river was finally below flood stage. There was also a human toll. 7 people died in Iowa, according to a report commissioned by the state.